Money can be defined as a universal medium of exchange used for purchasing goods and services. It is an integral part of the economic system and performs several important functions, such as a medium of circulation, a measure of value, a means of accumulation, and a means of payment. However, it is worth considering that money not only reflects the level of our well-being but also serves as a mirror of our financial habits and skills. The question of what money is prompts us to reflect on how effective management of financial resources can influence different aspects of our lives, from personal comfort to social interactions. Mastering the mechanisms of handling money involves the ability to attract not only material resources, but also other important aspects of life, such as experience, knowledge, or opportunities. When we learn to manage our finances, it develops discipline, strategic thinking, and resilience in us. These skills often translate into other areas, such as career or personal relationships, helping to build a more successful and harmonious life. Thus, understanding and skillful handling of money can open doors to new opportunities and make us richer not only in terms of material values. Money undoubtedly opens up a multitude of new opportunities for a person, which can change the course of their life incredibly rapidly. They not only expand your horizons, but also provide a platform for personal and professional achievements. With money, you can participate in various projects, develop your skills and interests, and update your lifestyle according to personal preferences. Financial security allows you to avoid many stresses and limitations that may hinder your endeavors. Moreover, with financial freedom, you can afford to explore the world, traveling to different countries and cultures, which broadens your horizons and brings new experiences. Money provides an opportunity to experience joys that cannot be bought, enriching not only your wallet, but also your inner world. You can build your life according to your own standards and live as you wish, without depending on external circumstances and the opinions of others. Financial freedom is not just access to material benefits, but also a way to understand the world and discover yourself on a deeper level. Money inevitably creates the conditions for bold and decisive actions. They open up various opportunities that require courage and confidence. After all, having substantial financial resources not only broadens your horizons, but also implies making riskier and more serious decisions. The more financial resources you have at your disposal, the more responsible and daring decisions you will need to make. With the increase of capital comes the growing necessity to exhibit courage in making important decisions. Financial freedom allows one to set ambitious goals, the achievement of which requires a high degree of determination. Money provides the ability to influence the world and one's own destiny, yet it simultaneously demands that you are not afraid to take risks and step out of your comfort zone. The more you possess, the more frequently you have to make fateful decisions, balancing between caution and bravery. Money always requires certain conformity from you. It imposes its demands and standards. This means that to attract and retain it, you need to constantly work on yourself, improve your skills and knowledge. Investments in self-development and enhancing your level of education become an integral part of the path to financial well-being. To live in harmony with the flow of money, you need to become a person worthy of that money. This implies hard work on yourself, striving for growth and development. Your task is to constantly rise to a new level, expand your horizons, and be able to adapt to the changes happening in the world around you. Education becomes a key aspect in achieving these goals and opens up opportunities that will lead to financial success. Money certainly opens up tremendous opportunities for us and provides the freedom of choice, allowing us to decide how we want to live and what goals to pursue. However, with this freedom also comes the responsibility for our decisions and their consequences. Every choice we make has the power to change our lives, and this requires a mature and thoughtful approach from us. Money can be a source of joy and satisfaction, but only if we know how to manage it properly and set the right priorities in life. It is important to learn to enjoy what we already have, without postponing happiness for later, and without immersing ourselves in constant anxiety and worries. The ability to live in the present moment and find joy in everyday things is the key to a harmonious life filled with meaning and satisfaction. This requires working on oneself and changing the internal approach to what we consider important. Only then will money become not just a means, but a tool for achieving true happiness and inner balance. Money, by its nature, tends to be in motion and generate profit, which means that to ensure its continuous growth, you too must work tirelessly. However, it is important to understand that work does not strictly mean spending set hours in an office from bell to bell, but rather putting in effort every minute of your day, whether it's developing your own business or managing personal finances. Such an approach requires that the activity you choose brings joy and satisfaction. If work becomes an integral part of your life, you will feel internal fulfillment, enhancing efficiency and creativity in your activities. Thus, ensuring joy and pleasure from your current work can not only increase productivity, but also make your daily engagement enjoyable and motivating. Money, as is known, tends to favor those with intelligence and composure, which is why it is extremely important to learn to maintain coolness and a rational approach to different situations. Control over one's own emotions often becomes a key factor for success, as it is frequently self-discipline that allows for making well-considered decisions, understanding when to show firmness of character and when it is beneficial to make compromises, helps build harmonious relationships both in professional and personal life. Moreover, it is often necessary to find compromises that can be beneficial in the long term. This ability to adapt to changing circumstances and be prepared for constructive dialogue not only strengthens your position, but also increases the chances of achieving your goals. By showing flexibility and openness to new opportunities, you create a more sustainable foundation for your financial well-being. Thus, the combination of intelligence and calmness becomes one of the key tools on the path to success and material prosperity. After all, money is not just the means by which we pay for goods and services. It is a special form of energy. This energy is constantly circulating around us, creating a unique network of interactions that permeate our entire world. Understanding and mastering this energy is a task that requires deep knowledge and intuition. If you learn not only to accept this energy but also to manage it correctly, you can achieve true success in life. It is important to learn to live in harmony with these flows, moving smoothly with them rather than trying to resist them. This ability is what opens the path to a deeper understanding of financial processes, as if you become a magician, guiding invisible forces. To be a magician in the world of money means not only enriching oneself materially, but also finding a balance between giving and receiving. It is the art of transforming energy, where a person does not just go with the flow, but consciously directs it in the desired direction. Every economic crisis, every sudden change in course, these are moments when these flows can not only be managed, but also harnessed for their most valuable aspects. The ability to recognize your opportunities in the economic space, to learn when and how to act, will help you become a true master of money management, turning this resource into a reliable ally and a powerful source of life force. As an assignment, I suggest taking some time for reflection and writing an essay on the topic, Money for Me Is. Start by calming yourself and preparing for this process. Take a piece of paper and a pen. Get comfortable and allow your thoughts to flow freely. Try to express your feelings and thoughts without planning or fixating on structure. Let it be a stream of consciousness where you share how you perceive money, more like a personal monologue. Don't worry about style or grammar. Just write until you feel you've said everything you wanted to. It is important for you to fully disclose your inner perceptions about money and its role in your life. Perhaps this concerns your attitude towards finances as a means of achieving goals, or on the contrary, you see them as a source of worries and limitations. It will also be beneficial if you decide to share your text here in the comments, to see the perspectives of others and learn what money means to them. This could become the beginning of an engaging discussion, where everyone can express their thoughts on the significance of the financial aspect of life and how it influences our decisions and daily habits. After you finish reading, take some time to focus on your internal sensations and feelings. Allow yourself to become aware of the emotions that emerge while reading the material. This could be surprise, joy, sadness, or something entirely different. Try to capture these emotions and think about why such feelings have arisen in you. Perhaps the text touched on your personal experiences or reminded you of something important in your life. Note this for yourself, as understanding your feelings can help you better understand your reaction to what you've read. Additionally, try to pay attention to the thoughts that come to you while reading. These could be new ideas, memories, or evaluative judgments. Attempt to understand how the content of the text relates to your thoughts. Perhaps it stimulates your thinking in a particular direction, or sparks interest in new topics. This approach can enrich your perception of the text and provide a deeper understanding of its content. It's important to give yourself time to reflect and process everything that happens inside you during this process to gain the maximum benefit and enjoyment from the reading. I will gladly respond to each of your comments, offering a detailed analysis of your perception and understanding of money. This process will help to more fully reveal your relationship with finances by looking at them from a new perspective. Perhaps through discussion and examination of your thoughts, you will be able to see money not just as a means of exchange, but as a tool that influences many aspects of life. When you share your opinion about money, it reflects your beliefs, experiences, and emotions related to finances. I am ready to listen and discuss every aspect of your perspective so that you can illuminate all the nuances of your financial approach. This way, you will have the opportunity to understand your relationship with money more deeply and possibly discover new ways to manage financial resources more effectively.